Hi everyone, long time no see. I thought I'd make a video on what we're going to be using from September. For anyone that doesn't know us, I've home educated the children from the start. I have Stanley who's 10, Ronnie who's 7 and then Willow who's 2. And we follow quite sort of a semi-structured approach, I guess. There's lots of time for doing, you know, own activities and spontaneous learning and things like that, but I do like to have a plan in place just for the basic English, maths, and also just a plan for some topics that might be of interest to us all. So I'm going to start. I have some notes here, so if I'm looking at my notes, forgive me, but I'm old and forgetful. So I'm going to start with English and the individual bits that the boys will be working on through the year. So I've decided to use some of these Schofield and Sims books. So this is Stan's one, or one of them I should say, English Skills 6. I think these are really nicely laid out. They're only thin, so he'll probably get through it quite quickly. And then I picked him up a grammar one, so he's just doing the grammar 6. Again, just really nice sort of, there's like pictures in here. And there's a few writing tasks which I like with the creative writing, just formal, informal vocabulary, things like that. So I think that would be quite good for him to do this year. And the last one for the Schofield and Sims is the comprehension. I like them to do some comprehension. I think it's quite important to be able to sort of get things from text and be able to answer questions. So I thought these were quite fun, so we'll do those together as well. And then the last thing I picked up was these from Amazon. I saw it from another home ed mum, and they used them and I thought they looked quite good. English in Practice, New Wave. Yeah, so they're just from Amazon. And they're just like daily exercises, basically. So you've got just a little bit of the paper there. Just 2 on each page, 2 days on each page. Ronnie, so from the beginning we have done, it's an American curriculum, Explode the Code, which I'm really glad I found because he absolutely loves it. There's a lot of repetition, so although it's different, what I mean by repetition is it's the same format throughout the book. So you do one type of exercise, then the next, then the next. And so he knows what's coming, which for Ronnie is really good. So yeah, you just like work through the book and you tick things. There's a lot of reading and bits, and he's pretty much doing a lot of this independently now, which is amazing. And I just sit with him and we go through it. But he loves it and he's always asking to do it. At the weekend, he always asks to do some more of his English. So that's really good. It's good that we found something that really works for him. And I picked him up again, Schofield and Sims, the English Skills 2. We'll see how he goes with it. If he doesn't enjoy it, again, not going to worry about it. But he does quite enjoy doing the exercises, so you never know. We'll see if that works for him. Again, Grammar 2. We'll see how he goes with that. I think when Stanley does things, he definitely likes to join in, so we'll give it a go. And again, comprehension, but this is comprehension 1. So yeah, we'll give it a go. And also I picked him up the new English, or New Wave English, and this is the second class one. So we'll see if he likes that as well. So also, for English as well, those of you who've been following me, you know that I love these books. We certainly don't follow all of it. So there are 100 lesson plans, so this is English lessons obviously, for year 6 this is, but I adapt it obviously for all of us to do together. I certainly don't follow all of the lessons in here, but I do pick out a few that you know, that I think we'll enjoy. So for example, we're going to be doing a big unit on Alice in Wonderland this year. That's in here, so it'll be enjoying the story. We'll do it as a read aloud and then complete some of the activities in here. I'll probably add some as well of my own. And I picked up as well this book, Alice in Wonderland, A Fantastic Cuisine. So we're going to be doing some of the meals from Alice in Wonderland, for example, as one of the activities. So it'll be quite a long study probably, depending on how we enjoy it, because obviously, you know, reading the book through and stuff and doing the activities. There's another activity in here which is on the lines Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. We'll be studying the characters. Again, we'll use that as a read aloud. And there's also a really interesting unit on Africa, so we'll probably tie it in with our geography, and part of it is reading the Nelson Mandela biography and enjoying some of the African folk tales and poems, which I think will be really good. I also picked up this book on Africa, which was lovely, and it goes country by country. That was just from Amazon. So I think we're going to really enjoy that, and I'll probably sort of use some things from Twinkle as well. Everyone knows I like Twinkle, which is the teacher's website. You can get a subscription, and I just really like it. We just use just bits to supplement what we're doing, basically. So that's pretty much our English. Anything else that comes up, of course, the boys will do their individual reading. They're always reading and things. And I'll probably pick another couple of read alouds over the year that we find that we might want to use. Moving on to maths. So we follow Maths No Problem still. We've followed this for a good few years now, and it works for us. So Ronnie is currently on workbook 2A. There's 2 books a year, so 2A and 2B, but if they don't finish it, that's fine. We just kind of go with it and see how we go. So that's Ronnie's one, and Stanley's is the 6A this year, which we really like. So also the boys do an online maths program just to supplement everything. So Stanley is doing Maths Whiz, which he really likes. For Ronnie, I found Math Seeds, which is a branch of Reading Eggs, I believe. So one of their programs that they do, and he really likes it. There's games with maths, and then you get to build your own cottage and things like this. So you earn coins through doing the maths work, and then you can build it, which is great for Ronnie. He likes the incentive of doing that. So that's it for maths, pretty basic, and then I'll just everyday life maths as well, and just tie in anything that we find. So for science, again, so last year we did a lot of the Explore Nature with Children curriculum again, which we did a few years back, and we love that. But this year we're going to move on and do, again, I'm going to follow a few of the lessons from the 100 Science Lessons Year 6, which again we like. We're going to be doing a huge topic on evolution, which I'm really looking forward to. I've been waiting to do this for a while actually, but I think they'll really enjoy it now. So I've also got this book, Amazing Evolution, that we'll be using and reading through. There's also a unit in here called All Living Things. It explores biodiversity and the work of ecologists, Aristotle and things like that. So we're also going to do that unit, which looks really interesting as well. The other thing I want to look for is a science subscription. So if anyone has any suggestions, please do comment below, because I haven't found anything that's going to suit us yet. So history is a subject we all love, we really enjoy it, and this year we've been following this book, which is brilliant. It's called Absolutely Everything, History of Earth, Dinosaurs, Rulers, Robots and Other Things Too Numerous to Mention by Christopher Lloyd. It goes all the way from the Big Bang Theory, and it's just a really nice book to read for all of them. It's kind of simple, but you know, we can expand on the ideas. And what we started alongside this was our history scrapbooks, and we each have one. That's Ronnie's one, this is Stanley's one. So it's literally just an A3 scrapbook, and what we do is when we're reading, if we have some inspiration of things we want to do in the scrapbook from it, we do it. So for example, here, oh no, that's a blank page apparently. This is the bit on the Big Bang. So actually with Ronnie, we just found a bit online and printed it out, and then he did this lovely Big Bang picture. And again, this was some work on some prehistoric animals and Tiktaalik, and the importance of that, and he chose to do a little bit of writing for that, but sometimes we'll do typing, or just a picture, whatever fits really. So we're going to carry on doing this year because we've really enjoyed it, and alongside that we're going to take a few bits from the 100 history lessons for year 5 and 6. So there's a big unit on the history of medicine which really interests us, so I think that will be really good for next year, for example in here. And yeah, so that's going to be quite a big topic really for us, and I'll probably pull some resources from Twinkle again to go through that. For geography, you guessed it, another one of these books, and it's year 5 to 6 geography lessons. There's a big unit on North and South America, which we're going to do this year, but I'm also going to use the CGP North and South America study book and the activity book that goes alongside that. We're also going to be looking at another unit in here, which is how we impact our landscape, which I think is really relevant and I think will be fun for us. Again, I'll pull resources from different places as well, but the basic lessons I'll probably, you know, take from here because I just like their format and I like the way it's set out. So for computing, as well as using our computer for day-to-day things, so research throughout the topics we're doing, and Stan quite likes PowerPoint at the moment. He likes making PowerPoints about different things, reptiles and things that he really enjoys. So we'll also be doing a couple of lessons from the computing book, and these go alongside some of the units throughout the English and science book, so it kind of ties in, and there's just a couple of computing things to do as well. For art, we love our art and we like to do it at least once, twice a week. We'll follow sort of YouTube tutorials on different artists, different methods, different medias, you know, we kind of just do what we fancy for that really. But I do have this how to teach art to children, which explores the concepts of line, shape, colour, value, texture, form and space. There's things like drawing and invention, and it just goes through the lessons. It's an Evermore book, and I believe I got that from Amazon. And we do enjoy doing that, but I like to do a lot of free art and just kind of see how the mood takes us really. So just a few more bits I wanted to show you. One thing I forgot with the science curriculum, we also do have our nature journals, which we've done for a couple of years now. So they just come out when we feel like it or we see something we want to document, and the different seasons and things like that. So I also picked up these from Amazon. I Am, I Can, they're by DK. And they're affirmations for kids basically. They're all like individual cards, there's some activities on them, so I thought we'd choose one a week. We've actually already started these, one a week to explore and discuss together, because I just think that's a nice healthy thing really to do for children. I also picked up this book, Chris Packham, Back to Nature, How to Love Life and Save It. So I thought we'd do that definitely as a read aloud during the year. I also picked up 2 of these for the boys. These were from Amazon. My Adventure Journal, My Walks, Explorations and Adventures by Dale Bridges. And it's just a little book. And it's got like a little checklist of things to do. Have a picnic, hunt around the garden, watch the sunrise. And they can just footprints, so tracking animal footprints. So I thought just as a sort of extension of our nature journal really, these would be nice. Leaf rubbings. So yeah, we'll use those definitely. I also picked up this growing up book for boys. I thought this looked good. What Happens to My Body and Mind. Yeah, doesn't need much explaining, does it really? I also picked up another, it's an Osborne book, which I love Osborne books. All about diversity, because again, obviously an important topic. So I thought we'd read that one together. And the last book that I picked up was Modern Calligraphy and Hand Lettering for Kids. Stanley's grandpa bought him a calligraphy set, and he showed quite an interest in doing that next year as well. So this just kind of goes through different letters and things like that. He's quite interested in that, so we'll probably have a go at that as well. Again, these were all from Amazon. So I always think it's important to stress that these things are just planned bits that we do. We do so much more than that. Stanley goes to a lovely forest school on a Tuesday. Ronnie's not ready to join him yet, but he could if he wanted to. He really enjoys that. He's made lots of nice friends there. So that's something we'll definitely continue with. We have a lot of time for spontaneous learning as well. This isn't all rigid. We don't sit there for 6 hours a day and do all of these things. We're quite relaxed in our schedule, but I do like to have things planned. Just because it keeps my sanity, especially during winter when we're not outside quite as much, although we still try and get out. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's not gone on forever. If you've got any questions, please ask, and if you have any suggestions, please put them down below, because I'm always, and especially about this science subscription box, that would be brilliant. Let me know as well what type of videos you want me to make, what will be interesting to you, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.